How?
Cancer and the immune system. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that has transformed cancer treatment over the years: immunotherapy. We'll explore its history, how it works, and the different types of immunotherapy that are making waves in the medical community. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get started. To understand immunotherapy, we first need to know a bit about the immune system itself. Think of it as your body's defense army, constantly on the lookout for invaders like bacteria, viruses, and even cancer cells. The immune system has two main branches: innate immunity, which is your first line of defense, and adaptive immunity, which is more specialized and develops over time. Innate immunity is like a general alert system. It reacts quickly to any threat, using physical barriers like skin and mucous membranes, and cells like neutrophils and macrophages to attack invaders. On the other hand, adaptive immunity is more like a tactical team that learns and remembers specific threats, allowing for a targeted response. Now, let's take a trip back in time to see how immunotherapy began. The roots of this treatment can be traced back to the late 1800s, when Dr. William Coley, often called the father of immunotherapy, started experimenting with bacterial toxins to treat cancer. He found that some patients who developed infections after surgery showed remarkable tumor regression. In 1891, Coley injected patients with a mixture of live and inactivated bacteria, known as Coley's mixed toxins. This approach led to some patients experiencing complete remissions. However, the medical community was skeptical, as the idea of infecting patients with bacteria was controversial. Fast forward to today, and immunotherapy has evolved significantly. It's now recognized as a crucial pillar of cancer treatment alongside chemotherapy, surgery, and radiation. So, how does it work? The goal of immunotherapy is to harness the body's immune system to fight cancer cells more effectively. There are several types of immunotherapy, including vaccines, monoclonal antibodies, checkpoint inhibitors, and oncolytic virus therapy. Let's break these down. First up, we have vaccines. These are designed to stimulate the immune system to recognize and attack cancer cells. One well-known example is the Bacillus Calmette-Guerin, or BCG, vaccine, which has been used to treat bladder cancer. The FDA even approved Sipuleucel-T, the first cancer vaccine for prostate cancer, in 2010. Next, we have monoclonal antibodies. These are lab-made molecules that can specifically target cancer cells. For instance, rituximab, approved for non-Hodgkin lymphoma, binds to a protein on B cells, marking them for destruction by the immune system. Now, let's talk about checkpoint inhibitors. These drugs work by blocking proteins that prevent T cells from attacking cancer cells. For example, CTLA-4 and PD-1 inhibitors have shown great success in treating melanoma and lung cancer, allowing the immune system to unleash its full power against tumors. Oncolytic virus therapy is another exciting area. This involves using genetically modified viruses that selectively infect and kill cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. The first oncolytic virus therapy, Talimogene laherparepvec, was approved in 2015 for melanoma treatment. And we can't forget about CAR T-cell therapy. This innovative approach involves modifying a patient's T cells to better recognize and attack cancer. It has shown incredible results, especially in treating certain types of leukemia and lymphomas. While immunotherapy has made tremendous strides, it's important to note that it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Not every patient responds to these treatments, and researchers are actively working to understand and overcome resistance. Next, specifically, we'll explore the different types of immunotherapy development and how they work to help our immune system fight cancer. First off, let's quickly recap what immunotherapy is. Simply put, it's a treatment that uses our body's own immune system to fight diseases, particularly cancer. Unlike traditional treatments like chemotherapy that directly kill cancer cells, immunotherapy aims to enhance or restore the immune system's ability to recognize and destroy cancer cells. Immunotherapy has a rich history, dating back to the late 1800s. The journey began with Dr. William Coley, often called the father of immunotherapy. He discovered that some patients with sarcoma experienced spontaneous remission after developing infections. This led him to experiment with injecting patients with bacteria to stimulate their immune response. Fast forward to today, and we have a variety of immunotherapy types that have been developed. Let's break down the main types of immunotherapy. First up, we have monoclonal antibodies. These are lab-made molecules that can bind to specific targets on cancer cells. Think of them as guided missiles that help the immune system identify and attack these cells. The first successful monoclonal antibody, rituximab, was approved in 1997 for treating non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Next, we have checkpoint inhibitors. Normally, our immune system has checkpoints that prevent it from attacking healthy cells. However, cancer cells can exploit these checkpoints to evade detection. Checkpoint inhibitors, like the CTLA-4 and PD-1 inhibitors, work by blocking these checkpoints, essentially taking the brakes off the immune system, allowing it to go after the cancer cells more aggressively. Then, there's COR T-cell therapy. This innovative approach involves taking a patient's T-cells, which are a type of immune cell, and genetically modifying them to better recognize and attack cancer cells. After this modification, the T-cells are infused back into the patient, and they can effectively target and kill cancer cells. This method has shown remarkable success, especially in treating certain blood cancers. Another exciting area is oncolytic virus therapy. This involves using viruses that are either genetically modified or naturally occurring to selectively infect and kill cancer cells. These viruses can replicate within the tumor, causing it to burst while sparing healthy tissue. One such virus, Talimogene laherparepvec, was approved for melanoma treatment in 2015. Now, let's talk about cancer vaccines. Unlike traditional vaccines that prevent diseases, cancer vaccines are designed to treat existing cancer by stimulating the immune system to attack cancer cells. One example is the Sipuleucel T vaccine, which is used for prostate cancer. It works by training the immune system to recognize and fight cancer cells. To summarize, the main types of immunotherapy include monoclonal antibodies, checkpoint inhibitors, COR T-cell therapy, oncolytic virus therapy, and cancer vaccines. Each of these therapies has its unique mechanism of action and has shown promise in improving patient outcomes. So, there you have it. Immunotherapy is a rapidly evolving field, and while it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, it's a powerful tool in the fight against cancer. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on health and science. And as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover next, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
PharmaPal.